Kelly, and I'm here with Fighting Lifestyle UAE, interviewing Roberto Cyborg Abreu, also known as Cyborg. He's an ultra heavyweight jiu-jitsu fighter who has won many titles, including the ADCC Absolute. He's Absolute. Come on, guys,
yeah.
Absolute Championship. And he's now here in Dubai at Team Nogueira Gym. And well, let me just start with, tell me about your visit to Dubai this time. You've been here a few times.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure to be here. I really feel home when I come here. I believe that one of the best gifts Jiu-Jitsu can ever give you is exactly the leverage, and the gift of friendship. You know what I mean? And man, Hafa, Sheikh Tarek, and everybody here are great friends of mine. Whenever they're not visiting me in Miami, I come here to visit them in Dubai, and I love the atmosphere here. I had a seminar here yesterday. It was amazing. The atmosphere here, the gym is just second to none. And again, I love it.
You're on your seminar tour around the world right now.
Yeah. Like I just left Miami about a week ago. So I taught 3 seminars in London. Like in London and some cities in England, and then flew out here, taught a seminar here yesterday. I'm flying tomorrow morning to South Africa, so I'm going through 3 continents, So tomorrow I'm going to Cape Town and then Johannesburg, or actually the other way around. I'm going to Johannesburg tomorrow and then Cape Town. So it's gonna be my first time there. I'm really looking forward to it. Try to choke some lions or something. It's gonna be cool.
That sounds very exciting.
Right?
Sounds extremely exciting. You recently returned to competition and competing at the Dhabi Slam. What are your views on the rank-based competition system?
Well, I really like the way, to tell the truth, I really like the way the events like UAE, do their events. It's something that's it's really taking Jiu-Jitsu to the next level. I love the way they do the setup. It's really professional. It really inspires the athletes, to fight harder. The time of the fighter is shorter, so which makes the fighter the fights more exciting. Again, I love to compete there. Great friends of mine promoting the event, which makes me even more inspired to go there, put up a show, and that's what it is. It's just amazing. I'm seeing it like an evolution for Jiu-Jitsu, and for sure in the next years, it's gonna take Jiu-Jitsu to the next level. I'm really glad to be part of it. I got to win the last Absolute on the last Grand Slam with some really nice fights. Looking forward to fighting again. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to compete next edition in Brazil because I'm here teaching seminars, but I know they're gonna have another event in London next year, so I'm looking forward to that.
And can you talk about your views on the super fight at the ADCC 2015 against Andre Galvao? What went wrong?
Well, to tell the truth, I believe it was one of the most frustrating moments of my life. Yeah, I trained super hard to do that event. I believe that I was never so prepared, to one event like I was to this one. I had like the best guys in the world come and train with me in Miami. We did an amazing camp. Rodolfo Vieira, João Gabriel Rocha, Wagner Rocha was there with me. I mean, so many guys. Abraham Marte. So the camp was so nice. And whenever I got to ADCC, I believe I felt a bit of the pressure because I have been competing in Brazil for 8 years. I had my family there. I won that moment so much, and somehow it triggered my heart. 10 minutes before the fight, my heart just, went to 200 beats a minute, and I just couldn't control in time. They called my name, I went in, but I wasn't in the fight. I couldn't get back in time to actually put up the fight. I guess, I never backed off at least. I went there and I fought how I could. Everybody who was there know that it wasn't me competing, on that fight, but no excuse to that. Andre is a great fighter. He went there, he trained hard, he did what he had to do. I just hope I have a second chance, to compete against him in some other events. If not, I'll be ready for ADCC 2017, and take the absolute title again, so go to the super fight and put up a show.
And can you talk a little bit about the future of Metamoris?
I mean, I love competing in Metamoris, and I was supposed to fight Josh Burnett. The fight didn't happen. Right now, Metamoris haven't answered me yet about my second plan. You know, I really hope I get the chance of fighting for the belt, for the heavyweight belt, you know, against Josh. I don't know actually if he's coming back to compete, so I'm just on standby. You know, like Metamoris is a great show. It's another one of the events, you know, that gives another atmosphere to Jiu-Jitsu. No, like, and I see that Jiu-Jitsu is getting every time more professional. You know, and events like that can only take, you know, the level can only take Jiu-Jitsu to the next level. I mean, I'm super happy you know, being part of all of these events. And again, you know, I'm ready. You know, whenever they call me, you know, I'll be prepared to go there and put up a show and actually give my best and take the title home.
And there were been recent issues regarding Metamoris in regards of exclusivity of fighters and the pay. And do you see the organization? Where do you see the organization headed in those terms?
I believe that, you know, like I understand the organization wanting to have contracts with the athletes. UFC does that, for instance. Stuff is, right now there are no events who invest on the image of their athletes. You know what I mean? So if there is an event that wants to build your image and build, you know, like the buzz around your name, I understand them wanting exclusivity so they can work on it. I understand that. I don't know if actually Metamoris is ready to take on that decision, because if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to have at least a certain amount of competitions a year to do that. You know, to tell you the truth, you know, I have like a really tight, you know, like a relationship with them. You know, I hope, you know, like I can go through, you know, like the events that we have worked in mind. And again, I'm just here to support, you know, every initiative that, you know, that these events have actually to raise the bar, raise the, you know, the professionalism of Jiu-Jitsu. I'm there with them. You know, again, Metamoris is a great event, and I really hope, you know, like Metamoris get to succeed. And not only Metamoris, but we see like all other great events raising in the world of Jiu-Jitsu. You know, I'm really praying that, you know, like Jiu-Jitsu gets to be every time more professional, so the athletes, you know, get to do a better living and actually get to live the dream, you know, like living actually through the sport.
So Buches is making a transition to MMA soon. How do you think his jiu-jitsu background is going to influence his performance?
Well, I believe that Buches is one of the best, if not the best all times in the world of Jiu-Jitsu. You know, a great friend of mine, and I really support whatever his decision is. You know, I believe that in order to be successful in whatever you choose to do in life, you gotta love what you do. He's at the age that if he wants to do MMA, he has to do the transition. Do I believe it's right for him to do that? I don't know, you know, because he's on the top of the world. He has, you know, I believe he has so much more to accomplish in Jiu-Jitsu, even though he has taken the world by storm already and has like actually took all the titles there is, you know, in such a young age. But again, you know, like you gotta follow your dreams. You know what I mean? And if he has the dream to become the champion, I believe he has everything to do it. You know, again, it's not gonna be easy. You know, like it's another road that you have to go. MMA is a completely different sport. You know, and everything, you know, you're gonna have to take your time. Just like when you start Jiu-Jitsu white belt, it doesn't matter if you're many times world champion in Jiu-Jitsu, you have to start all over. If he has the patience to do it, if he has the love to do it, amazing. You know, I'll be there, I'll support him, and I'll help him however I can. But again, you know, like I believe he has so much more to accomplish in Jiu-Jitsu. That's his personal decision, you know, and if that's what he decides, I'll support him, and you know, like he's my friend, and however I can help him, and for sure I want to be on the first seat whenever it takes the UFC belt.
So Jiu-Jitsu is definitely a growing sport in the world, and as well as in Dubai, we're seeing a lot more people wanting to train Jiu-Jitsu. What would be a word of advice that you give to someone who wants to start training?
To start training or start
Training
teaching?
jiu-jitsu and as well as competing, just
Oh,
someone
but you mean for someone new, not for the coaches, for the students.
Someone new, yeah.
Yeah. I would advise them to to try to breathe jiu-jitsu. Like jiu-jitsu is not something that at first is something easy. Jiu-jitsu is something that it takes a lot of effort, and as you start training, you really get addicted to it, and then it will go through your veins. And I just advise everybody just to take their time, because what happens sometimes, like whenever we start training jiu-jitsu, and that's something that happens to most of people. You start training, then you fall in love with the sport, and then you get so excited, and then you want to train 3 times a day, every day, but sometimes your body's not ready for it, and then injuries come and all of that. So I would advise everybody to listen to their body. Jiu-jitsu is something that's it's a lifetime experience. It's not a race. It's not like a fast race. It's something that it takes a lifetime for you to be able to master it. So just enjoy jiu-jitsu as a lifestyle, and understand that jiu-jitsu is not about winning championships, but it's about developing yourself through your life. You know what I mean? So I just hope everybody gets to enjoy it just as much as I do every single day of my life. I've been training jiu-jitsu for so long, and the journey has been just beautiful. Not only for myself, but for every friend, every moment that jiu-jitsu has brought to my life. So I'm just, I feel extremely gifted to have all of, to have jiu-jitsu in my life. And I really hope that everyone who gets to touch jiu-jitsu have the same impression and passion that I have through the sport.
Well, muito obrigada, Cyborg. Well, this is the end of our interview, and I'm very glad that we've had Cyborg here with us. And I hope you come back to Dubai soon.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here. Thank all of you guys for having me here. For sure, it's not the last time you guys see Cyborg here. I'll be back for Abu Dhabi Pro, so I'll see you guys soon.
All right,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, guys. Us.